corner. Now Denny Lambert flinging one off the glove of Czechmanek, and he's going to cover up. Now Hodgers takes a swing at Langkow, and quickly on the scene is P.J. Stock. And players milling around, but again, here the linesman on the scene, and everything seems to be calming down.
Now, those are the two guys that are going to stir things up. And when you have Stock out there also, now you got three of them going at it. Should make for very interesting line matchups if they continue to go at one another.
There is history between P.J. Stock and these Thrashers back from when Stock was with the Montreal Canadiens. And as you see, this isn't going to end early. Stock now getting some shots in over the top, and Langkow drops the glove. Hodgers jumps in. Stock's throwing right over the top.
And the linesman's got to get out of there. I'll tell you that right now.
Now away from it, you've got another Thrasher. Hodgers trying to swing. Fedorik's out on the ice. Stock will be ushered off as well. Hodgers. The history I was starting to tell you about, P.J. Stock collided with Patrick Stefan. Stefan went down headfirst into the ice, got a concussion from it, and some of the Thrashers really blamed Stock for that, and so this is the first chance to get back at him since. And so there was some thought among the reporters covering the team that there may be some retribution here tonight, and we talked with P.J. Stock about that very fact before the game.
You never like to see anybody get hurt, and unfortunately Patrick and I we both took tumbles, and he got hurt at that time. But in any sport, when you see one of your teammates go down, no matter how it happens, you always try to, to stand up for him, what the case may be. And tonight, I'm sure maybe one or two guys want to. I haven't played against them since, so I'm sure one of the two guys probably still want to spank me for what happened. And I know they got to be smart about it, because I got to be smart about it myself also. And you don't want to put the team in any trouble, so hopefully they'll get a little carried away with it, take a penalty or two, and we could do well with that situation.
Well, right now, there's a conversation going on in the penalty box, and I love this. What they're doing is they're setting it up. You got Langkow and Stock talking to Lambert and Hodgers. Now, Lambert and Hodgers are two tough guys. I'll tell you flat out. They're in the National Hockey League because of their toughness. I give them a lot of credit for it. But P.J. Stock's in the National Hockey League for the same reason. And we know what Damon Langkow can do. So they're talking. They're saying, okay, listen, when we come out of the penalty box, now they're still angry. Let's see what happens when they cool down in a couple of minutes. But certainly, you got to love that, Dorney.
Well, that's what those guys have made a reputation in the National Hockey League, doing exactly what we saw right there. I believe that there is a change in the Flyers' third goal.
Well, no, they announced it, as we had said, as Keith Primo's goal. So right now it's Keith Primo from Mark Recchi and Ruslan Fedotenko. I did not see Primo deflect that shot from Recchi. Perhaps we can look at it again, but they have given the goal to Keith Primo at this point in time.
I thought Keith Primo, I know he had a bad shoulder. I didn't know he had shrunk. Because I'm positive Recchi took the shot. We did not see the deflection. Maybe we could show it again if we get a chance down the road.
Right now they're trying to figure out the penalties. It's Keith Primo on the bench. Okay, we told you about that incident earlier this season when P.J. Stock was with the Montreal Canadiens. And here's the collision. And Stefan's head hit the ice, and he got the concussion. Dorney, do you think that looks like Stock went down intentionally trying to low bridge him, or did he lose his edge and go down? I mean,
well, the way it looked there, it looked like he just fell down, and unfortunately Stefan was coming at him and took quite a tumble. But
Audit still able to tip the puck to Visas. Gave it for a shot. Went off, they should have saved. Rebound. Czechmanek able to cover up, and then Lambert gets going in front. Stock comes flying in after him, and here we go again. Czechmanek with a marvelous save as the puck went off Desjardins, and he had to react. Again, you talk about that quickness. He had to react so quickly as that puck changed direction in front of him, and there wasn't a lot of distance between Czechmanek and Desjardins. Czechmanek is hot. He thought he was kicked by a Thrasher.
Let's take a look at our deep storyline, then we'll get the penalties.
they've made two outstanding saves to keep this game at 5-4.
Let's take a look. Watch the puck come right back, and it's going to be Lambert knocking into Czechmanek. Now Czechmanek makes a fabulous save right here on the rebound. Here comes Lambert. That's called clearing the porch, gang. There he comes back with the chop, and that's why P.J. Stock came in. That's why they got a couple of minutes apiece. For a minute there, Stock was in the box by himself. The penalty box for Atlanta wasn't open, and it looked as if that Stock was going to be the only guy.
Steve Coates is blowing a gasket up here in the press box.
Oh, I was a little worried about that.
But eventually, Lambert went over.
We got some 4-on-4 hockey for a couple of minutes.
Opens it up.